cool old buildings. And I think some of them are Kaminka. Oh, there's a vending machine, but they have like the old school. Actually, is that a restaurant? That is a restaurant, man. Actually, I think that says it's a hotel, which, if this is a hotel, maybe this is where I should stop. But, yeah, all these, I'm not sure if it's these buildings are technically Kaminkas, but they've got the old school fireplace in the center of the building. And I better keep that building in the back of my mind right there, because it says something about being a hotel. And it looked like a restaurant inside. Like there were people sitting down and there was tables and menus. I really should just probably stop and eat something. But, and then maybe the hotel, that restaurant owner will tell me if there's a hotel around. There's a sign up there, a lidded sign. So that might be a hotel up there too. There's a little bit of up we got to get to Saguma. I keep messing the name up. Tsumago. Way off, Venna. Tsumago. Way off. And we're within a kilometer, which is way less than a mile. Well, not way less, but 3,000 feet. And I think that might be a hotel over there. So, at least if there's not a hotel in Tsumago, I can backtrack just a kilometer and maybe find a place to stay. Because sure, I could pretty much pick any bush around here and fall asleep in it. It's not like I'm gonna freeze to death. But I would really like a bath or a shower. And even better than that would be an onsen, where I could sit in a really hot bath and let these 4 miles I did today just melt away. And the bad part, or the not so good part about the fact that this was, the quality of that image is not very good. So the not so good part about this being most of the way downhill is if I gotta go back, it's gonna be all uphill. And that's gonna be a bit of a tough hike. But life is good. Oh, now that I see that even the camera's having a hard time picking up things, I gotta say, I am worried about my light. Like, the loss of daylight, because you know, when you're outdoors, your eyes and it's getting dark, your eyes slowly adjust to the darkness, and it's hard to really recognize how dark it is or how dark it's getting, because your eyes are going from using that full color vision to using that black and white vision, which is what you rely on in the dark. And if that transition happens slowly, it can be deceiving as to how dark it's actually getting. I'm sure you guys know, you're playing outside, your mom yells and says, "Come in, it's dark." And you say, "It's not dark." But that's because you've been playing outside the whole time. Tsumago, Nakasendo. How is it still 1.2 kilometers? I guess we were at 2 a little bit ago. Oh man, look at that boulder. That big old rock right there. Actually, all those rocks are huge, but that one's really massive. So, we're almost there. And I didn't look at the map really closely, but there may actually be a bus in Tsumago, I got the name right that time, that goes back to I forget the name of not the town. It wasn't Magomajuku, it was the town I took the bus. I stopped on the train and got the bus to Magomajuku. So we'll see. And there's a car. I haven't heard a car for a while. I'm not complaining about that. All right. At least outside of the tree canopy, the camera can see what's going on. And there's a vine down there that's pretty much taking over that whole little area down there, that little cavern, not cavern, that little, I guess it's not a gorge. It's not big enough to be a valley either. But whatever is down there seems to be dominating that whole area. And then this is the second time I saw this tree. That might be an apple tree. Here's somebody's lovely little garden. I don't know what they've got cultivated there. Another some kind of fruit or nut tree there. a couple little rice paddies. So I have learned that the rice doesn't need to be flooded like that, but when you flood the rice paddy, it inhibits the growth of the weeds, and you don't have to weed as much or at all. And then obviously you don't really need to worry about the rice getting dry because it's sitting in water. But the rice can handle sitting in water like that. So interesting, because when I was a kid, I always thought, you know, rice was like a semi-aquatic plant. But no, that's actually a weed prevention technique. Because I just walked past those rice paddies with all that water, a couple skeeters found me. There's a parking lot. And a bathroom. I wonder if that's a hotel. But seems like the trail still got me going this way. Oop. And somebody's planting these beautiful flowers out here. Oh, it looks like we're almost there. So we're about 100 feet off from Narajuku. Not Narajuku. Tsumago. So here's a little cemetery. So we'll go into Tsumago and we'll see if we can find a hotel and a bath and dinner. But with me being back in the canopy, another little beautiful butterfly. That one came real close to me. With me being back in the canopy, I doubt there's much that the camera can see.